Hey, y'all. It's Summer Christiana, and welcome to another episode of More Than a Creator. On my platform, I interview up-and-coming as well as established people in the media and entertainment industry. And we talk about what they have going on with their career, what they do in their personal time, how they balance everything between having a personal life as well as their career, and so much more. Today, we will be talking to Omari Hughes, who is a gym owner, and he is all into fitness. Here he is. And Omari, if you can, go ahead and send that join button. Or excuse me, hit the button to request to join. There we go. And he should be hopping on shortly. And I actually met him. I always tell y'all how I met the people that I interview. I actually met him through Barry with Living Royalty. We were in a fashion show together, and he was doing this fitness thing. I don't think he had his gym yet, but how you doing, Omari?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm great. Did you have your gym during the fashion show with Living Royalty?
Yeah, that was like back in 2017
I
or
couldn't
something like.
even.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I didn't have the gym back then though.
Yeah, I know you were on your fitness thing, but how you doing
Yeah.
today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm glad you had the time to take out your day so we could talk and get to know about you and your brand. So what's the history of your brand?
I've always been into fitness like since I was a kid. I played sports all my life. But then in high school, fitness definitely brought out a different Omari. Like I was just going through a lot of mental battles growing up, and then fitness really brought me out of all of that. So when I got into college, and I was still running track at Clayton. I actually stopped running track at Clayton State to make sure I could focus more so on my fitness career. Like I saw myself more so taking the fitness and trainer route versus trying to run track after college and everything too. So fully committed to that. But then I definitely wanted a name where it resembles me, where it reflects who I am and how I move. And I'm somebody where I want to be versatile within this industry, and not even just for career sake. Like, oh, I want to do private training, one-on-one training, group training, this training. I'm talking about just within like fitness alone. Like, I want to make sure that I got the nutrition down. I want to be flexible. I want to be strong. I want to have the endurance. I want to make sure that I am prepared and ready for anything that comes. So that's where the name Multi Fitness came from, for multiple components of fitness and stuff. So that's the background of the brand.
Clayton State, being there, what did you major in?
Health and fitness management.
Okay, how did that add on to your career today? Like, I know a lot of people say college is a waste of time. Do you
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that, or do you think that your degree actually helps you with where you're going?
It made me take the business part of it more serious.
Mm.
So the major itself was health and fitness management. So like they definitely taught us the management and business part and the marketing part of health and fitness. I learned all the science behind it and everything, the kinesiology and so on, but really understanding the business of health and fitness. But the biggest thing I would take away from being at Clayton State was just the networking I was able to do.
Mhm.
So I was a resident assistant, and me being an RA for the freshman dorms, I remember I just wanted to be known for being a trainer. I wanted to be known for like being within this field. And for 2 years, I was doing free boot camps on campus. I remember the first one I did. I'm at the desk telling the freshmen like, "Hey y'all, come to my boot camp. I got a boot camp going on." Like I just post a random flyer on Instagram, like, "Hey, free boot camp, everybody pull up." And 15 people pull up to the first one. Then the next week, about 20 people pull up. The third week, 30 people pulled up. They just kept getting bigger and bigger. And that was the biggest thing for me, was me just being in that position to have people who already supported me. So once I was ready to put myself out there for what I do, that audience at Clayton State really helped me out with just getting started.
Good. You said that you started doing sports because of your what to like
Well,
as a
well, well,
release.
sports. Yeah, well, sports. That's just something I've always been interested in.
Okay.
But really understanding that health or just moving and being physical is so much more important than just looking good or because you want to be prepared for a birthday or a trip. Like
Right.
literally, you have to move in order to even feel good. Like somebody that sits down all day versus somebody that's up and active, more than likely is gonna feel so much better mentally than that person that's just sitting down all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when it hit me that, you know, I realized that I was my happiest when I just took myself to the gym every day. You know, like it brought out just a different level of satisfaction within myself. Like I felt like I was important. I felt like, no, I am a powerful human being. Like I am somebody that's worth anything, you know, and it's crazy just from me just challenging my mental, challenging my muscles, challenging my body gave me that. So and that was 11th grade of high school when I had that realization. And then around I'll say December of my 11th grade year, that's when I decided to commit to being a trainer. Because at first I wanted to be an architect. I was trying to get that
Oh
guaranteed.
wow,
Yeah,
that's
I wanted to be
different,
an
Joe.
architect. Yeah, it's a whole different genre. So when I was in ninth grade, I was telling my mom and my dad, like, yeah, I want to be an architect. And I took a class in high school that was kind of like a beginner class for architectural, but then it wasn't that it was hard, it was just boring. It was just so boring. I was like, okay, I don't know about this. And that's, you know, I just kind of did some reflection on myself, and that's when it came like, you know what, I'm going to commit to this. So,
Did your family agree with you and support you when you did the switch over
oh
to
yeah,
be?
yeah, definitely,
Okay, that's
definitely.
good. Do you
But
have
then at
anybody?
the same time, I was gonna say I didn't share it too much because I still wasn't sure on what lane I wanted to be in. Like I didn't know if I wanted to be a physical therapist, uh, gym owner. That was kind of it seemed unrealistic back then to own my own gym, so I didn't really speak on that too much. I knew I was
Is
gonna
this
start as
still
a
11th
trainer.
grade mind or is
This
this
is still that. Yeah, this is
okay?
11th grade. This is 11th grade. Yeah. But at the end of the day, once I committed to what I was doing, they always supported.
Good. Do you have anybody that motivates you or inspires you?
Um, honestly, when I think about what I want my future to be like, you know, when I think about how I want to set up my family, how I want to set up my future kids. I don't got kids right now, but I think about let me go ahead and put everything into what I'm doing right now, so that way my family can live differently than how I did growing up. So it's really the kids I don't have right now in my current family. They the ones that motivate me.
Good. Trying to build that generational wealth.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
right. So your grand opening, it was on November 13th?
It was November 12th. It was November 12th.
12th. Okay, November
Yeah.
12th. How was that? How did that go?
It was it was you know it was crazy. It was cool. It was cool because the week before I had opened up in my first session, I was waking up every day at like 7 in the morning, getting the gym ready, and wasn't going home until 3 in the morning. Now wake up again the next day like 8 in the morning, get straight to the gym because basically that last week I announced a first session on Monday. So
Mm,
when you make an announcement, and the gym didn't have no equipment, the floors wasn't done, the paint wasn't done. So I just knew like, okay, I made this now. I gotta get everything done within this week.
yeah.
So the day before the very first session, I think it was like 8 or 9 in the morning. I didn't go to sleep until like 4 in the morning. Woke up in like 3 hours, and you know it was dope. But I remember that first day, it was very anxiety just kind of took over. It was like, oh man, like did I take too much of a big step? Like, am I ready
Mm,
for this? You know, so I'll be honest, like when I first did it, it was scary. Like I didn't feel that confident after the first session. So I'm not even gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, man, it was the best thing ever. No, like
yeah.
in all honesty, when I my very first session at the new gym, I said, wow, what did I just do? Like I committed to something I don't think I'm ready for, you know.
Mm.
But here we are though.
So the
So
session, was it just leading up to it that was like a little frustrating, or did the actual session some things alter?
it was the actual session.
Okay.
It was just me not feeling. I didn't feel like it was a vision that I had.
Mm,
I didn't like you see it, but then once you do it, you're like, this wasn't it. This wasn't what I imagined. But it just took going back to the drawing board and like figuring out. You know what I mean? So at that time when it wasn't flowing how I wanted it to flow, it just took stepping back a little bit and like, okay, you know what experience are you trying to give? And I literally had to
mm,
imagine myself as a client walking into the gym. I had to imagine like what would I want
okay.
to feel once I walk into the gym, and how do I want to feel throughout the workout, and how do I want to feel once the workout is over? Like I feel like a lot of trainers don't actually think about the experience of the people that come to the training, or even gym owners. Like gym owners don't put too much attention on the experience that's there or that's needed when it comes to people coming into your home. That's your house, that's your home.
Yeah.
So how do you want people to feel when they're in your home? So it definitely just took more time preparing. Like I told you the week before, I was putting so much attention on just trying to hurry get the gym ready.
Hmm.
I didn't have time to really sit down and get the deeper stuff together that would keep people there. And that was it. So
I think the main thing is good that you like actually did it, but
mm,
then you finally get to it and you like, whoa, hold on. Did you
yeah,
have
yeah.
like team to help you out?
With the painting, I had a lot of friends that came and helped me out. With the flooring, it was this barber because my gym was next to a barber shop. He literally was. I was trying to do the floor by myself. He walked past and said, "Oh, what is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a gym." He was like, "You need help with that?" And then I was like, "Yes, I need help." And then he was like, "Well, shoot, I'll do it for $80." This man did my whole floor for $80.
Wow.
Um, I had my friend Terrence. He definitely helped me invest in equipment, so I forever love him for that. My dad, he helped me invest. My granddad helped me invest into it. So I had a team, but a lot of the stuff I was doing by myself.
Okay, got you. So that was the week of the opening. How is a daily, now that you more into it
hmm
now and have a structure and stuff, what's a daily schedule for you? Like from waking up, brushing your teeth. What's a typical day?
So any day I'm waking up at 4 a.m. So I wake
Mm.
up at 4 a.m. Right, I wake up at 4 a.m. Hit that clock, go straight to the living room, and I do yoga. So I'll sit down, I'll do some breath work, I'll breathe for about 30 seconds, and then I start stretching out my body, doing some mobility stuff, just to make sure that I'm loose and ready for the session because I'm hyped up, moving weights around, so I gotta make sure my body is good to go. I do my handstand work, so I do handstands. It's just to me that's a great way of meditating. I love doing handstands for myself, so I do handstands. I read the Bible and then I read my devotional. So yeah, yoga, handstands, the Bible, my devotional, and then from there, I go ahead, start getting ready, put the clothes on, brush my teeth. I get straight to the gym. I try to get there at least 30 minutes early just to make sure everything is in order. Sometimes the speaker might want to act a little funny. Sometimes, you just got to make sure everything is in order. So I get there about 30 minutes early, get everything set up, and then we at it. Everybody start coming in. I'm training. I train from 6 until 11. So those are my hours of training. After that, now I got to work out myself. So a lot of people ask me, when do I work out? So I work out after my morning sessions are over. So I train in the afternoons. That's the best time for me. And then after that, I eat, and then I start doing errands. So if I need to edit a reel, if I need to edit a video, if I need to capture some content, if I got a meeting with somebody, if I got to run to the store for this, if I got to run here, run there, basically I'm running all my errands after I'm done working out.
Mm.
And then after that, I try to eat one or two more times, head back to the gym, train, and then at 7:30 or from 7:30 to 8:30, I'm getting the gym ready for the next day because I know it's better to have the gym already prepared for the next day versus trying to hurry up and rush and get the
Yeah.
gym ready. So I leave the gym around 8 o'clock, get home around 8:30. I take my shower. This is something that I personally do. I take a cold shower after every shower. So because I've been lifting weights all day, I worked out myself, came back to the gym, started doing everything else again. A cold shower just helps with inflammation, and then it just also helped me get better sleep too. So I'll do that, and then I stretch a little bit, and then go to bed, and then wake up again next day at 4 a.m. So
and do it over.
and then do it over all over again. So I typically fall asleep around 10:30.
Okay.
And then so my days are very structured. When it's like Monday through Thursday and Saturday, I gotta be on a time schedule. Or if I'm off, I feel it. I don't feel right when I'm not hitting certain times. I need to like be somewhere at a certain time, or even if I wake up at 4:10, I don't like that. It's like, dang, I needed those 10 minutes.
So what does a weekend look like then? Once you like relaxing, you still at the
Yeah.
gym relaxing?
So the weekends, it can either be I'm sleep all day on Saturday or Sunday, or if I'm invited to go out somewhere, then I'm going out. So I'm just gonna enjoy my time being off. So it's up in the air. Like I can either KO all day on Saturday, or I can go to a day event and be out until it's time to go to bed. So I don't know, my body's got the energy just to keep going. So it varies. But Sunday, I will say this: Sunday is like a preparation day for the next week.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What does your diet consist of?
Right now it consists of a lot of fruits. So for example, like I'll take in an acai bowl, and then I'll mix in a banana with that, and then I'll put some grains with it as well. But just kind of go over the order how I eat. I'll first drink my water in the morning, eat some overnight oats that I made the night before.
Okay.
And that has ground cinnamon, oat milk, and just some regular rolled oats that soak up everything on the night before. I'll eat 2 bananas before I work out. After that, I'll make about 5 to 6 eggs with 2 packs of oatmeal. And then I actually was just eating some rice and ground beef. So, just trying to get that protein and carbs in after my workout. And on the way to the
you
gym.
You do eat beef then?
Yeah, I do.
Do you eat pork?
No, I don't eat pork. So my dad didn't eat pork growing up. Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've had it like 1 or 2 times in my entire life, and each time my stomach was done. Yeah, so I don't take in pork. But I just started taking in beef again because I realized within my blood type, my stomach actually reacts better to beef than chicken. So I know a lot of people say like, oh yeah, fish, chicken, all that, those are the healthy meats, but it just depends on who you are, depending on your body. Like I would never say, oh yeah, you need to only take in this. Like a lot of times based on your blood type and your body. For me, I feel better when I take in beef. But chicken for myself, it does give me a sharp pain in my stomach.
Okay.
So I ain't gonna lie, I'll still eat it. Like I love Chick-fil-A. So I ain't gonna sit here and just I don't want nobody to see me out eating chicken.
Hey, he's eating chicken.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna eat chicken, but I just gotta be prepared that you might get a little discomfort.
So a question that I do have is, I don't work out on the usual. So when I do work out, what am I supposed to eat beforehand? Like I know I'm not supposed to eat anything heavy, but what do you recommend to eat? Because I don't want to go into the gym on an empty stomach.
It depends on what time you're working out. So if you're working out at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, I'll say
no. Look, we talk about me. We're gonna say 12 o'clock.
Okay, 12 o'clock. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna say
that. So it also depends on what time you wake up. So if you wake up at let's say 8, 9 in the morning, I'll recommend taking your water and so on, and you get in there around 12. I'll say eat at least an hour beforehand. So you could take in your protein and your carbs, and your main source of protein come from your meats and so on. So you can take in eggs, you can take in chicken, take in fish. Your carbs, it can be a bowl of oats. It can be, let's say, some baked potato that you made the night before and so on. Like doing that earlier in the day. I know a lot of times we like to do breakfast potatoes and so on. I say it's fine to take in carbs earlier in the day. I'm not somebody like don't ever take in carbs. No, our body need carbs, our brain need carbs, So, but of course, a lot of us overdo it with the carbs. So, but the point I wanted to make about the early morning, just for people who listening, if you're working out early in the morning like that, don't feel like you got to take in a whole meal first thing in the morning. But if you're working out at noon or in the evening, that's when you got to make sure you got something on your body because your body has been moving, your heart rate pumping, you done burn some calories. So you got to replace those calories so you have energy for your workout coming up.
Okay. Cool. I will keep that in mind. And then, do you recommend like smoothies as meal replacements?
Calories are calories, so it's all preference. Like if you just eat a banana and some strawberries regular or blend it up, it's still gonna be the same. So it just depends on how much time you have and what you prefer.
Cool. I'll definitely keep that in mind. You talked about making content and making reels and stuff like that. Your videos with iamac.co, magnificent.
Oh yeah,
Like they look so good.
yeah.
Are all your videos by that person, or do you work with different content creators?
Oh no, so I would typically work with her. If if somebody decides to, hit me up and then, I will work with them. But a lot of the times, like the videos you'll see, it'll be from me putting my camera like up on a tripod and working on it. But other than that, it'll be from Ashley. And, so that's my girl. We've been working together since Clayton State days, so we're going to make it work always.
And do you come up with the video ideas, like the concepts?
Yeah. So I'll give her the ideas, and we'll just work together and make it happen. And then if I'm by myself, I'll just find a way to prop my camera up some way. Like I got a tripod, put it up. I'll probably wrap it, or I got the tripod where it can wrap around. So I'll wrap it up around one of the bars inside the gym and make it work from there. But yeah, a lot of times the ideas come from just sitting down and just thinking, like like what type of content do I want to give out and everything.
And you also on YouTube. Can you talk to us about your YouTube journey?
So I ain't gonna lie to you, my YouTube journey kind of on the pause at this moment. But my biggest thing, I want people to go on my YouTube and really get to know me. So I know at one point I was using YouTube to really show people my personality and my knowledge of what I know within this industry. But I also wanted it to be a platform where people can eliminate the excuses and follow along with my videos. So I got some follow along videos on there with abs, and it's one of the things where it's like, just follow me, just do the workout with me, stay at my pace, follow the timer and so on. And then I was realizing that people are asking a lot of the same questions. So one of the biggest questions people kept asking was, how do you get rid of hip dips? Well, you can't get rid of hip dips. And and then they'll ask, no, that's a lie. I heard this and heard that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead. Let me make a video and give the facts about certain topics and so on.
I think that's good because your videos aren't too long. So it's you'll pay attention. Majority of them were from what I saw, like 4 minutes, and then you'll go over a topic, which is perfect because within that little bit of time, you catch our attention, we learn what we need to learn, and then we go about our business, go to the next video. So yeah,
And
you definitely keep.
it's just the time that we in now. Like people not trying to watch stuff for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's just understanding what we're in right now.
Do
So
you
if
have?
I get to the point as soon as possible where they still understand it, I feel like I was able to reach them.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it. Do you have any what was I about to say? Advice for people that want to get into the fitness industry?
My biggest thing I tell people, just figure out your niche. Like figure out what makes you happy. So some people love the one-on-one hands-on training aspect. Some people love the rehab aspect of it, as in like helping people with injuries. Some people love the energy of like a big group session or the outside atmosphere or training athletes. It's so much you can do within this industry. My biggest thing is to figure out what makes you happy. Because if you're forcing yourself to do something that's not you, the clients are going to feel that and not going to stay with you for a long time. But if they come into your your gym or into your session and like, yo, this dude really loves what you do, they're gonna commit to you. You know, they're gonna feel like they are part of you. So I say the biggest thing to figure out what is your niche, and that way you also feel more confident when you're giving advice about certain things. So my niche is helping people tone up and build muscle. I'm so confident that it's like every person that comes to me for a consultation, I'm like, I already know why they're here. They're here because they want to tone and build some muscle, and then we're gonna do exactly what I've been doing for 7 years. You know.
What type
So
of
yeah.
training do you offer?
So right now I do group training and personal training.
Can you explain the differences?
Group training, basic. So with my group training, you feel like you're in a personal training session, but it's just in a group setting. So with the group training, it's more so, it's more so about the experience. Now you're going to get stronger. You're going to get results. You're going to feel like, man, I just worked out. But with the group aspect, you know, I have the mic on so people can hear my voice over the music, or if I need to turn down the music, then you know it just adds to the experience of the group session. It also helps with accountability. So you might have somebody you've been working out with for the last 2 months, and that one day you don't come, and then you come in the next day. I'm like, yo, where was you at? Like, why didn't you come in? And you're like, dang, okay, you know what, you got me. Let me go ahead and keep it going and stuff too. And then it just overall just gives a different experience, an experience that I love sharing with people. Personal training, that's more so when you're either a beginner, you just can't focus in that group setting, so you need to have a smaller setting, or you want to amp it up in just a different way. You know what I mean? So I tell the story all the time. I had one guy that came to me and said that he only want to work on abs. He can't come to the group setting and just say he want to work on abs. No, if we have lower body today, then we have a lower body workout. You can't just say, oh, I only work abs. No, you're doing a lower body workout with the rest of us. But with the personal training, it's more so tailored to what you need. So again, if you come to me and say, I only want to do abs, and I ain't gonna argue and say, no, you need to do this and do that. We're gonna do abs then. Let's go. 60 minutes of abs. Run it, you know.
But only abs or only focusing on a specific body part, is that good or bad?
It's not. I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk to him and say, okay, what are you doing outside of here? So he was doing other exercises.
Okay.
Outside of with me, but he was just very specific with me and said, I only want ab workouts. You know what I mean? So if that's what you want during a personal training session, all right, I'm gonna give you what you want. You know. But of course, but I'm not just going to accept anything. You know, you can't just come to me with something wild. But that is one of those things. But it's like I never had somebody just come to me and say they want to work on abs. So that's all good though.
That's why I was kind of like,
I wouldn't never set up unless it's like a specialty class. Like, oh, we got a core workout. Then, okay, we got 20 to 30 minutes of core, but that wouldn't be something where like, no, that's all we do.
Do you do like on specific days at your gym, like you might host a yoga class and invite people out or anything like that?
I typically outsource for that. So I'll reach out to people to teach yoga classes at the gym. And so I haven't done that in a minute just with this year starting up. Right. But yeah, I'll typically outsource. I'm not a certified yoga instructor, so I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would love to one day, but right now I outsource for that. But specific days I do things. Monday is leg day. Tuesday is upper body day. Wednesday, full body. We hit legs again on Thursday. And then Saturday is a full body boot camp day.
Okay, that's that structure we was talking about.
Exactly.
What can we expect from you in the future?
More of multi-fitness and less of Omari. So I want multi-fitness to be his own brand. I don't want it to be so much attached to when you come to multi-fitness, you're only expecting me. Yeah. You know, I want people to think of, hey, yo, I'm going to multi-fitness today. Not, oh, I'm just going to go train with Omar, you know, because that's how you get stagnant. And I want the brand to touch the world. So that's in hindsight, that's what I want people to expect, is that it's not going to just be about Omar when it comes to fitness. Because in order for me to hit as many people as I can't do it by myself.
I got you.
So
Well, I
that,
appreciate you coming and talking to me with your busy schedule. You
oh,
fit
yeah,
me.
no, I appreciate you for even reaching out to me for this. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I seen you doing it. Like I've been following you since the Living Royalty days, and I'm like seeing
Uh,
you grow. I'm like, this is great. He was
I
doing. I know
appreciate
you
it.
was working out back then, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you got your gym and everything. That's real good. So I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Where can we follow you at besides on Instagram?
Either follow the gym page, Multi Fitness Gym, or you can go to my website at multifitnesstraining.com, my YouTube, Multi Fitness. I don't be on Facebook like that, but if you want Facebook, Multi Fitness, Twitter, I don't got no Twitter, and that's about it.
And then, real quick before you go, can you tell us the address for your gym for the people that's watching?
Yeah, 4931 Phillips Drive, Forest Park, Georgia.
Cool,
So
cool,
again,
cool.
4931 Phillips Drive, Forest Park, Georgia.
You have a great day, and I'll see
All
you for
right.
the next interview when you coming back, telling us that you less of Omari and more
Right,
multi.
I'm gonna have somebody else come on and be like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah,
representing Multi Fitness, y'all." No, we good.
that's what I love
All
to
right.
hear.
Now I appreciate you.
No problem. See you.
All right.
All right, y'all. That was another episode of More Than a Creator. We spoke with Omari Hughes. He talked to us about fitness and how he's growing his brand, and you will definitely see more of him. Make sure y'all check out his gym at Forest Park. Well, in Forest Park, rather. Make sure y'all follow him and everything to keep up with him. And summer's only one season, but stick with me where it's summer year round. I'll see y'all for the next episode.